now that put it where it has to go to discussion. And apparently we have to discuss it for 2 meetings, or we can vote for it on at the second meeting.
The third meeting, we
Third
would
meeting.
vote. Yes.
So it's gonna take a while.
I make a motion that we change it to 1 year as a maid before.
I think we need to go back to the forum, put it on there, because it will need to be posted on there if we want to make that change. And go, right now it stays the same as it is. If we want to make a change, I would say we post it on there based on either a revised motion of the committee that reviewed it first, or just somebody else's discussion of it, and then we vote, and then we'll have a vote after
Because as you
2
know,
meetings.
well, you know, it's gonna be complicated. Everybody's gonna want language. They're gonna worry about the language that is proposed to make this bylaw. So we have to come up
Just-
with the
I think the
language.
language is
Just
very
simply change
3 to
the
1.
Simple.
3 to 1, that's all.
I agree with
Where
you.
did the 3 come from? It was never 3. It's 3 years in the club, 2 years as a MIG.
You
It
always
was
have-
never 3.
You always have a year of probationary before you can even start the year for running.
Yeah.
Right now, it stands where you've gotta really be here for 2 years before you can. run.
Correct. So that way you have 2 years plus another year for a MIG.
So that's
So it's 3 years in the club, 2 years as a MIG.
Correct.
Right.
It's not 3 years at the club, 3 years at a MIG.
Right.
It's
Well,
only 2 years as a MIG.
3
Paul.
years either way.
It's
Correct.
three-
It's 3 years in the
Which
club.
I
So what are you saying? You
personally
want-
think
if
that's a
you're-
little extreme, but, you know,
After you're probationary, you're allowed to run for office?
you're
After the
talking to
second
me.
year.
Yeah.
I have no idea, no,
That's what the discussion is, yeah. The discussion is
And I agree.
basically, after your probationary, after your 1 year probation, I can't talk. After that,
You count that as 1 year.
that's 1 year, and then after that, you would have to wait another year before you can run so you'd be 1 year as a MIG, and then you could run as an officer.
Okay.
That's the way it is.
That's the way it is now.
Right now, it's not a full year as a MIG.
Right.
It's just a couple of,
That is
points
correct. If you
into
sat
the-
there and got, at the second year, if you came to 2 events and 2 meetings within the first 3 or 4 months, then you could actually be nominated
As a
in
MIG.
November's.
Yeah.
Really?
So it's just under 2 years where you.
The way it reads now.
Yeah, the way it reads now, maybe we need to make some more clarification
With all-
in the wording in that.
With also with this, it brought about like the discussion about voting on things like this. I think from moving forward, when we vote on things like this, we're gonna have a list of MIGs. And from there, you're gonna sign in, and you're gonna sign in either yes or no versus, like on a ballot. The only thing that it'll be an open ballot, everybody can see it. The only closed ballot or closed ballot will be for an election. Because no one needs to see all of the names or anything like that, it's just as long as a MIG is voting. Otherwise, your vote, it doesn't seem to matter like, if it's an open thing. But that way, we have an actual form with every MIG that's present and how they voted.
But you're gonna have to now come up with language that we can, or we're gonna have to come up with.
We don't have to
language
do that
we can
because
vote
it
on.
just says take it a vote, it doesn't say how we take a vote.
For the
For
bylaw
any,
change?
for any of it, it just says a vote needs to be taken. It's just to clarify, just to make it so that we know that the MIGs that are voting are present are correct. And then that way it can be verified if that is all
I'm
correct.
talking about the bylaw change, the language that's gonna go into the bylaws to make this change.
For what?
For what? For the way
So
we vote?
Yeah, no, for the way you become an officer.
We're
Oh,
gonna have to
yeah,
work on that.
well, yeah, we're gonna have to work on it.
We have to work on that language so that we can present it
I'm
to the.
simply stating, change the 3 to 1.
To a 1.
That's all.
Right.
The exact same language, just,
And that's probably all that we really gotta do is we change it from 3 to 1. Yes, Bruce?
The other consideration is this would be the only organization I've ever belonged to where a simple majority could change the constitution and bylaws. Usually it's a provision for 2/3 or 3/4 or something like that. There's a
That's not the
change
way
in-
our bylaws go.
That's not the way the bylaws read.
Well,
Yeah.
understand that.
It's a majority vote based
A
on.
lot of your
the
other
MIG.
clubs
Whoever's
is,
present.
if you're a member, you have to vote. Here you
You
don't.
have, I believe it does say you have to have a certain number of
Show
MIGs.
up, that's it.
Dave is gonna look for us to give you the official thing. But I'm pretty sure it does tell you you need 2/3 of the MIGs present to conduct a vote, and conduct a vote.
I think it's like 40%.
Or maybe something like that, some kind of number. It says.
2/3 is if you brought up an officer in,
Yeah.
2/3 has to be if we impeach you.
Yeah.
You were the one that I remember, but there's so many of them.
All right, so we're gonna look at, and we're gonna discuss that. Look on the form a little bit more for discussions about that, that bylaw change. And let's, discuss it. Everybody's got a little bit of different opinions. And that's what we're here for, is to discuss it, and we're gonna have the, and then we'll have.
That bylaw is gonna stay as it is written,
It stands as it is now until we
so we change.
We have 2 meetings and then a vote. And it's posted online for that.
Quick question here.
Yes.
So as it currently stands, it is you have to be a member for a year before you can be a MEG. After you become a MEG, you can, whenever the next election is, put yourself on the ballot.
Yes.
That's how it stands right now.
Yes.
So
That's
you're
how it
stands. That's how it
proposing
stands right now.
for you need to be a MEG for at least a year instead of the current proposal of 3. But that proposal is only a couple of months different than how it stands right now, so it's not, I don't see how much of a benefit you're really gonna gain.
You're in
whatever
your
benefit
third year
you're looking
anyway.
for. But if
No,
you
you
go
only have to
2
be.
years,
You're only in
then
your
that
second year.
makes it so that,
The way it
I don't
stands
know,
right
Then
now.
it makes
again,
it run,
if that's
yes.
the direction the group wants to go in, that's fine, but
So you just
that
said you had to
means
be
that
big
you're
for
gonna
a
have
year.
to be a part of the group for a few
Raise
years
one of
before
the
you
two
eligible. So people that
So
are
somebody
eligible
will come in
are
the
gonna be a
club.
very small pool. If
Somebody's
you're
invested
okay
in
with
the
that,
club,
that's
wants to
fine,
be here.
but
The reason for that is we wanna know
Who
who you are and what you're all about.
know what you're talking
You know,
about.
and the
And be
requirement to
prepared for
become a
it.
MIG is not a massive requirement.
Yeah.
That was discussed abroad.
I might only see you once or twice.
Yeah.
You become a MIG, the third or fourth time, you're all of a sudden an officer. And we've had a lot of elections that weren't elections. They were just somebody stepped up and said, I'll take the job.
And everyone was like.
Not running
"Yeah."
against
And just to clarify, like, a MIG has the opportunity, only MIGs have the opportunity to vote on club issues
Sure.
and to run for an officer's position, or to be a trail guide. So, and the reason for that is, once again, like you said, Mike said, so that you have people that are here that are, somewhat dedicated to the club, that have put in time to the club, and not, are just coming in for their first year or anything like that. Not that that's bad, because we're always looking for fresh new people, but we wanna make sure that you have the club's best interest.
Right.
Nobody's,
And that's why we were
beating
gonna
down the
think of
doors
2
to
years.
become an officer.
Yeah.
And Paul, that's why we thought we would go to the 2 years. That was the whole thought of the 2 years. Somebody be invested in the club of thinking that way.
Yeah, cause you don't want somebody stepping in, taking treasurer, you've only known them for a year and then they're off.
Right.
Yeah.
You see them a half a dozen times or something.
Yeah, we don't need a treasurer disappearing.
Yeah.
Well, I heard horror stories with that nose group.
Does anybody have
I think
anything
we
else
should get
they
the hell
wanna
away
say
from
about
that.
that right now?
One
Yeah,
more
what's
question.
up? Yes.
Is this meeting gonna be considered the first of the 2 meetings?
Well, technically it is posted, but
He's not a member.
What?
technically it is posted, it's an ongoing discussion, so I'm gonna consider this the first meeting discussion about it. It's already been posted, we've already, showed it online, so it's a continuation of it.
Plus, since it's in the bylaws.
You have to sit there.
You have to
and
exist.
review it first, and once you know what you're going to say, we're still in discussion.
Oh, yeah.
Once you.
You haven't
come
even
to
written it up
wording,
yet.
It's gotta go 2 meetings for.
So, yeah, well, alright, you're correct. That's correct, we will need new language before we can officially discuss it at meetings.
Right, because that has to be read at twice.
Yeah, it was voted on and not passed, so you're starting all over again.
That's right.
Okay, he's correct. So, just bypass anything I said.
I'm getting half the voting.
That's not a problem.
Yes, well, I'm not asking any questions.
That's
All right.
That's all right, that's all right.
She's gonna be a minute.
That's all we
run
get
for
right
office
now.
by the
That's
time
all
we
we
get
get.
this.
Well, I drive a Compass, I don't get shit.
Moving along then, I'm going to introduce our treasurer, Michelle.
He
Oh,
wasn't done.
you weren't done?
You're done.
Quiet.
I just wanna remind.
I gotta go. We're not gonna carry this on all
I
night.
just wanna remind the new members to see me at the end of the meeting. Yeah, you said that, but
They didn't listen to me?
nobody listens.
He wants to
Told
say.
us to see him
Like
at.
they listen to you.
Right.
We don't listen to either. All right, you can go.
Go ahead, Michelle.
All right,
Now after
treasurer's
your.
report.
And hand me my order.
All right, last month, we ended the month with $8,095. This month, the month of March, rather, we brought in $947. We had our trivia potluck, and we did the bingo, which was a great idea. That brought in $345, so that was a big success. Our expenses for the month were just over $1,700. The biggest chunk of that was the first initial payment for the outdoor insurance for the year. Our main club balance, after we have funds held for 2018 event that Paul runs, the,
Jeepers for Troopers.
Jeepers for Troopers event, and we have a couple of outstanding checks. The officers decided the $850 check that was made out to the IRS about 2.5 years ago to give up on it. That money went back into our coffers, so at this point, we have $7,281 to spend.
Wow.
Okay, just to clarify, we have contacted a new accountant. We were working with a new accountant on that check. It wasn't just arbitrarily, well, we were told by the new accountant they can't cash it anymore anyway, it's a dead check. So nothing has been sent to them and we're not